Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about dealing with insecurities. Now, if you have insecurities that you like to deal with, this is the right video for you. Watch till the very end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel and pay attention closely, as today we're going to make it exciting to learn. Now, there are two types of insecurities. Like, there are two ways I would like to categorize our insecurities. And number one is one of this category is things we can change about ourselves, and the other is things we cannot change about ourselves. Right? Now, I like to put this out there, right? I need you to know that your insecurity is so tied to something you have come to believe about yourself. It's a belief you begin to hold about yourself. Now, if you're insecure about something you cannot change about yourself, which is one of the things I'm going to be talking about today and how to overcome that. If you're insecure about something you cannot change about yourself, it's because you have come to believe a certain thing about yourself, and you kind of have a belief that that's not how it should be, or it can be better, or sometimes you've just compared yourself with other people and feel like yours shouldn't be this way, and therefore you feel insecure about it. You don't feel confident about that certain thing. Now that we know that insecurity is a certain belief that we have about ourselves, another thing that insecurity makes a lot of people do is it makes what happens when you're insecure is you tend to focus on that particular thing, and therefore you don't get to see the whole picture. So insecurity blinds us as individuals, and it doesn't make us see the whole picture. So we're blinded to a specific thing that was so focused on that thing that we cannot see anything else. And I would like to put it as a lie that we've come to believe about ourselves. So having that strong belief of something about you, like this is not how it should be, it can be better, makes you stuck in one place, and it makes you want to seek attention and affirmation from other people because you are unable to give that to yourself. Your insecurities have made you blind, that you're unable to be happy on your own, and you are always after other people filling up that gap for you. So in order for you to understand what I'm trying to say, I'll give an example. Like I said, I used to be insecure about my lips. Yes, guys, I know. And my lips, of course, God created me. Well, when I was young, I had this accident and I broke my lip, and it swelled up. And ever since then, it had like a little bump on it. So anytime I took pictures, I always felt like my lips were too big and they were not equal. So I always felt insecure, and then I would not post pictures, and I would always delete my pictures because I wasn't comfortable with myself. I would always focus on my lips. So, and another thing was, at the point in time then when I was dealing with this insecurity, a lot of people said, oh, Phoebe, you're beautiful. Phoebe, you're beautiful. But I never really saw my beauty, because every time I had the opportunity to, I would always go back to my insecurity, and it was always crowding my mind. It was always the thing on my mind. I was always feeling like, oh, this thing is not good enough. And so what happens is, the truth is, we're so focused on some certain things about ourselves and things that we're insecure about, that other people really don't care that much. We feel like they see it, we feel like it's so obvious, but the truth is not, because other people are busy dealing with their own insecurities. Now, I don't know if that helps, but I hope it does. Now that you know that you're alone in your world and this thing is all in your head, because that's the reality. Your insecurities, especially when it's something about things you really can't change, it's all in your head, and you just need to learn to get out of your head. The first step to dealing with your insecurity is especially about things you cannot change, the first step to dealing with it is to accept who you are. I believe self-love is the way to heal and cure yourself from insecurity. If you're able to love yourself enough and accept who you are and who you've become, and know that you're enough as an individual, you'll be able to dash out easily from all of those negative thoughts that runs through your mind when you think about some certain things for yourself and about yourself. Now, one exercise that can help people, that can really help people overcome insecurities, especially about the look or the body, is the mirror exercise. The mirror exercise. Standing in front of a mirror, for example, in my case, and looking at my lips and looking at it over and over and over and over and saying, gosh, my lips are beautiful. God made me perfect. And this thing that I have, this bump on my lip, is beautiful. And coming to the awareness that fine, I'm not okay with this, but this is something I don't want to change about me, and this is something I'm willing to accept about me. The willingness to accept that part of you will make you overcome all your insecurities, and it doesn't make you ashamed of that thing anymore. So basically, that's one of the best ways to truly deal with insecurities. Mirror exercise, especially when it comes to your body or something that you cannot change about yourself. Accept it. Self-acceptance is the key to dealing with insecurity about things you cannot change. Now, I believe that to almost everything, there's a positive and a negative side to almost everything, right? You could just look at insecurity as a bad thing and be like, oh no, you have insecurities, it's not good, try to get rid of them. Insecurities as well can be a tool to make us better. It can be seen positively. Now, there's some things that we're insecure about that we can change about ourselves. And when I say you can change about yourselves, I'm not saying that you're not enough. I'm saying that you can become a better person. We're not perfect, right? And I'm not even encouraging anybody to strive for perfection, but I'm saying you can be better. So now, if you're insecure about something you can change about yourself, the best approach would be to say, how best can I work on myself to become a better person, right? Accepting who you are right now and deciding that I'm going to be better. Like, I can remember when I could not really speak English properly. Like, people would always make jest of me. People would always laugh at me, and it was horrible. And of course, there were times when I felt very insecure. I didn't want to talk, but I knew I had to talk. So of course, I like talking. So I decided that I was going to get better. I wasn't going to be there and remain there. And of course, over the years, I have gotten better. At least I can stand in front of camera, talk to a couple of people. And for me, it's that part of me which I was really insecure about, which was speaking up, coming out to talk to people, because I had a certain belief that I couldn't speak well enough. Well, it was true, my English wasn't good enough, and I had to accept that about myself. But I did not stop there. I began to work on myself to say, how can I be better? How can I do better? And how can I become a better person? Speaking to people, that people don't always have to laugh at me, and I don't always have to feel so bad about myself. So yes, your insecurities can be bad, because one of the things insecurity does to people is it makes you compare yourself with other people. It makes you feel ashamed, like it shuts your voice down. You're not feeling confident. You're always looking for affirmation and love, and you always want other people to fill up that gap because you cannot do it for yourself. But the truth is you can, because if you take in the responsibility to have self-love and enough of that love for yourself, you'll be able to overcome all of your insecurities. Because by the time you accept yourself and you know who you are, even if other people are telling you, it won't matter, because it's like somebody coming to them, oh, you're not pretty. Okay, fine. If you say I'm not pretty, that's your opinion and that's your business. But I know I'm pretty, and I believe that about myself, and it only matters what I believe about myself. So I'm saying, if you really want to deal with insecurity, you need to change your beliefs about yourself. If you think it's something you need to work on and that you can work on, take the time out to work on it and become a better person, and see that insecurity as an opportunity for you to become a better person. Don't use it as a tool to victimize yourself and say, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Your insecurities can help you become a better person, and also a stronger person, by accepting who you are and working with that. Yeah, guys, so now diving into the story, the events that turned my life around when it came to my insecurity about my lips. One of those days I was in school and I was amongst my friends, and you know how we just, and people are talking and the conversation is just going on, and yeah, somebody just said, fine, who has the biggest lips in this room? Let's rank it. and I think we were about 5 to 6 girls. I can't remember how many we were, but we were quite a number of girls in the room. And they started ranking people with the biggest lips in the room. And mine ended up to be one of the smallest. I was the second to the last. And I thought to myself at that moment, all these girls in this room, I see them and I know that they're beautiful girls. I've never come to tell myself that I'm beautiful. Neither have I ever accepted that about myself, because I've always focused on my lips being too inappropriate or too broken. I've always focused on my lips not being so small and being too big, and that focus of me in my insecurities led me not to see that, Phoebe, you're beautiful. It blinded me to the reality of the whole picture. And that after that event, I felt like I'm never gonna do this to myself again. I'm gonna accept myself the way I am. I'm going to love myself, and I will not wait for an event or for someone to come and tell me you are this before I start to believe it about myself. And the only way to really get there is to love yourself. I did not know how to love myself prior to that event, but I started learning about self-love, and it has turned my life around and made me become a better person. It has made me accept myself. It has made me more aware of who I am. If you have any questions, please just pour them out to me, and I'll be willing to answer regarding insecurities. But you can deal with your insecurities, and your insecurities are not real most of the time. They're just real and in your head. But if you get out of your head, you'll be able to deal with them. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, this is LSJ with Phoebe. We were all about learning, sharing, growing, in order for us to become positive influencers in our world.